Evie lingered in the dark waters of the cave, waiting for the professor's signal. A signal that never came. Even so, prudent as she was in waiting, her air supply wouldn't last forever. So when all the noise above finally ceased, she decided to come up.
Professor! Professor, I finally have it! I have the statue...
Well, this is interesting. You're going to have to come with us, Miss Drayton.
Why? Just shoot her and take it.
Wake her up. Welcome back, Evangeline.
Finally, this is also the story of an obsessive, manipulative, and ambitious man. This is the story of Caleb Bowen.
Wait, where am I?
I'll be the one asking the questions here, girl. My name is Caleb Bowen. I work for the United States government.
Bowen often made that claim, though it was at best a half-truth. Sure, he'd worked for the government once, but that was a long time ago, and he'd been running solo for years.
Do you realize that you trespassed on a site closed off by the United States government? And more importantly, that you were seen in the company of Professor Harrison Everhart. You may not know this, but Everhart is a subversive individual. We suspect he may be working for the communists.
Bowen kept lying. He knew Harry could be many things, but a communist was definitely not one of them.
You better have proof for what you're saying.
You are in no position to demand anything, girl. But even so, I'll show you who Professor Everhart really is. Your father's name was Franklin Drayton. He and his brother Moses ran a workshop in Benoit, Mississippi called Drayton Motors. He died in a work accident in San Francisco in 1934. Is that correct?
You've been investigating me? What kind of...
Shut up and listen to what I have to say. Do you recognize anyone besides your father in this photograph?
Wait, is that Professor Everhart?
Oh, correct. Everhart led an expedition to the Pacific in 1934. Your father was part of that expedition.
That was the only truth Bowen told during his conversation with Evangeline.
Your father didn't die in San Francisco, Miss Drayton. He died in excruciating agony, alone and abandoned, on an island in the Pacific, and all because of Professor Everhart. I bet he never told you that, did he? In fact, every member of the Everhart expedition died or disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Even the professor's wife, whose strange illness was the impetus for the expedition, vanished under equally mysterious circumstances.
I didn't vanish. I simply fulfilled my destiny, accepting the painful sacrifice my husband planned.
How can you possibly know that?
One of my associates was part of that expedition. She also perished, though not before informing us of what had happened.
Evie was in shock and full of doubt. The professor was a withdrawn and sullen individual, and frankly really hard to deal with, but could he also be responsible for her father's death? Despite her doubts, she kept silent, and wisely so. She still didn't trust this Bowen fella, regardless of his claim that he worked for the government.
Now you know the kind of person you've gotten involved with, Evangeline, and the kind of trouble you're in. I have a few questions for you. For your own good, I suggest you cooperate. That platform beneath the lake in the Rappahannock River caves, how did you manage to activate it?
I say fuck off? No, but I could be sarcastic.
You want me to explain how to activate that platform? It's easy.
Go on.
You just have to stop... stop being a dim-witted weasel.
Don't test my patience, little girl. You don't know what I'm capable of.
Don't listen to her, Pharaoh. You must have recognized the girl's cognitive pattern, I'm sure of it. She even mentioned a period of amnesia, just like Peasley.
I hope you're right.
Evangeline had not the slightest idea what those two men were talking about.
Next question. You said a word while you were asleep. Narcotis. Do you know what that means?
It means pompous government jerk with a ridiculous pencil mustache.
You watch your mouth, girl. I'm warning you. Final question. Have you heard of someone named Dr. West?
Oh, that's not sarcastic? Okay.
Yes, he's a famous proctologist. Maybe he could help with your hemorrhoids.
You think you're funny, you damn brat? Want me to teach you some manners, huh?
Besides being obsessive, manipulative, and ambitious, Caleb Bowen was also racist. And Evie mocking him didn't sit well with him at all.
I'll teach you some manners, you damn brat!
This is a waste of time, Pharaoh. It's obvious the girl is hiding something, but there are more effective and less traumatic ways of getting that information.
You're right. Proceed.
I get that they don't want to say words to be overly offensive, but that makes this very not realistic. He would be calling her the N-word like crazy. But instead they're going with brat to make it more acceptable. And look, I'm a black person. You're not racist if you want to make it... If you want to make your game, like, to the time period. Yes, they would be saying the N-word. Like, Mafia 3 did a great job of making it feel realistic. This guy would not be calling her a brat. He would be flinging slurs like crazy.
You expect me to buy that this old geezer with a bow tie works for the government too?
You'll recall I mentioned that Evie was feisty and stubborn as a mule, and whatever they had injected her with wasn't doing much to tame her spirit.
I like to laugh too, Miss Drayton. Please take a look at this. Do you understand this language?
Even though it was written in those puzzling characters, Evie understood the book's title. Narcotic Manuscripts, Non-Linear Displacements Toward the Great Library and Reversible Transfer of Cognitive Pattern.
Tell me, Miss Drayton, what's written in the book cover?
Narcotic manuscripts.
Evie surprised herself. Had she spoken against her will? She couldn't help but translate the book's subtitle as well. She was feeling more and more tired.
That's better, Miss Drayton. Now, open the book. Focus and listen to my voice. Listen to my voice while you read the book to us. Read the book to us.
Salvek, Kornathun, Nakotas.
What just happened? Am I in my dorm?
Alright. Am I in space? Hey, my suitcase isn't here. You guys didn't make it identical. You failed already. Okay.
Oh no, Evie was not in her dorm room. Not at all.
I'm going to get a visit from the outsider, by the looks of it.
Hey, over here, Evangeline. Hey, how are things, kid?
Papa! Papa! But it can't be. You're alive?
Oh, of course I am, darling. But you have to find a way.
That was not her father, of course.
You must reach Nakotas.
I mean, obviously, he's dead. How does she not realize? How old is she that she's not understanding? Like, she's in college. Be like, oh, obviously we're in my mind because we're in space right now. But I get it. She wants to not accept that her father is dead.
Have I crossed another one of those portals?
Yeah, we just walked. What do you mean? I feel like that painting is looking at me, or picture. All right.
Good Lord. None of this makes any sense.
It makes sense to me. Maybe that's just because I chill with the Elder Gods on the weekends.
This is weird. Really weird.
Salve, Cornathun, Nakotas.
Bro, same. It's backwards. I can't really read a lot of this. It disturbed. I have no clue. To find that my dreams had been a something. It's not important. Oh.
Driving motors? Dad and Uncle Mo's motor shop in Benoit?
Wait. Can I take this, or is it gonna...
This key just appeared, out of the blue.
Oh, I just got an achievement? It's a reference key out of the blue? Wait, what? I know that their company is like... Oh, because they did do that in their first game too, when they had a different name for their company, which I wish I remembered. Because I don't think it was called Out of the Blue before. But now it is. I also don't recall... Sorry, a lot has happened because it went to a long cutscene of talking. So there were no other characters in the first game? Other than
Moses,
being...
we're running out of money. If we don't get some cash soon, we'll have to shut the shop down. Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. I've got a daughter to provide for.
Other than being mentioned in the first game, I don't recall her father being mentioned in the first game, but he most likely was. He might have been the mechanic on the ship that Cthulhu ripped in half. It wasn't even Cthulhu, I don't
You're a
think.
whiz, mister. Would you be interested by any chance in an exciting job opportunity in the Pacific?
The other one disappeared, so I wasn't sure if this one was done talking or not. There it goes.
Papa, don't do it! Don't go to San Francisco, please!
What is that? Hey. Hey, Papa.
Hey, what just happened?
It'll only be a few days, Jitterbug. I'll be back before you can say Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson. Oh, why am I looking up? So I don't have an inventory, which means that key I just picked up does nothing. It is
Drayton
just...
is dead, but it doesn't matter. His death brings me closer to an answer. I'll do whatever it takes. The only thing that matters is Nora's life.
Wait, no. That doesn't sound like the professor at all.
Evie realized Bowen's lies were seeping into her thoughts.
You just met him. How do you know? I get that Nora knows that because she's an omnipotent what do you call it, narrator? But Evie doesn't know this. As far as she knows, yeah, he is an a-hole. She just met him, and he was kind of an a-hole. So she wouldn't be noticing fake memories coming from Bowen. Oh, we in a loop? So I'm right back to here.
Frank, how do you feel?
Not good. But that doesn't matter anymore, Mr. Harry. Just listen to me. Get off this cursed island. You'll find nothing here but death.
Wasn't the first game supposed to be Nora looking for her husband on the island? I didn't realize it was about her looking for a cure to her disease of mermaidism.
Go back home. Spend what time you've got left with your wife.
But it has been a couple of years since I last played. Hey,
And
Frank.
there's another thing I want to ask of you.
I feel like we did find Frank's grave, though, in the first game.
am I now?
What do you mean? This is the one place you should recognize. It's...
Who are you?
Salve, cornathun, nakotas.
The great engineer?
This is the place from her dream, and she's like, where am I? You. I still don't have my ability to run, so... I'm just gonna take a leisurely stroll. Maybe she didn't recognize it because the frickin' lizard creature wasn't there. Well, because of the Stargate. It's my book.
Salve, cornathun, nakotas. Incredible. Did you hear that? We were right. We finally found the coordinates. At last we know where Nakotas lies. Thanks for your cooperation, Miss Drayton.
About an hour after Evangeline had her otherworldly vision,
Finally, I'm inside.
Harry snuck into the same building where she was being kept captive. He had been there many years ago, when he was seeking funding for the Everhart expedition.
No, okay, I'm out.
I'm not leaving here without Evangeline.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna leave here without Evangeline.
Miss Drayton, are you there?
I turn my lights off. Okay, so they're bringing a lot of Egyptian into this eldritch.
What on earth?
Harry had always suspected that the Starry wisdom was something far more sinister than a simple astronomical society. And as soon as he stepped into their inner sanctum, his worst fears were confirmed.
Y'all don't step into anybody's inner sanctum. Okay, we got Ra, Thoth, Sobek, Anubis, Bast. I believe I got all these right. Okay. The only ones I'm not sure of are Sobek, because I believe there is another.
That is Sobek, god of fertility and life and lord of the Nile.
I want to say no?
Anubis, Egyptian god of the underworld.
Yes. She is the goddess of fertility.
Bastet, goddess of protection and love.
I feel like the Sobek one is just incorrect, but oh well.
A statue of Horus, Egyptian god of order and justice.
Mm-hmm.
Thoth, god of intelligence and magic.
The only one I feel is not right is so I don't think Sobek is god of fertility. That's Bast.
Apparently, the only way to get into the Pharaoh's office is by getting the right combination on the statues downstairs. And I bet my life that Pharaoh is Caleb Bowen.
I would agree. Access to the Black Pharaoh room is strictly forbidden. Only once the participants have aligned the elements of their statues with the Great Black Pharaoh descend from his chamber, will the Great Black Pharaoh descend from his chambers to begin the ritual. Descend from these nuts. Nope. Because I did a these nuts joke. These drawers don't even open.
Egyptian hieroglyphs?
Uh-huh. Those don't seem like real hieroglyphs. We'll accept it.
Only those who have been enlightened know the divine geometry of the tetrahedron, which grants access to the gates of knowledge. What's this load of baloney?
It's baloney. It has a first name. Okay.
A tetrahedron.
Sun, moon, and the stars. Can't take it with me. We'll just close it up.
These people are out of their minds, no doubt about it. And they clearly have a pathological obsession with Egypt.
Is that what this is all about? They don't want another religion existing with the Egyptian gods?
Stellae Sapientis. The Starry Wisdom Society. Providence. There's a pyramid in the center of this chamber. I wonder if... I believe my psychiatrist had one of these too. I can't seem to find a way to open any of these doors.
You've only tried one. And you didn't try knocking.
None of these doors have handles. How am I supposed to open them? This elevator doesn't seem to have a call button. I don't know what to do with it.
Okay. To get the elevator to work, I need to get all these correct. So I need to find the members, their occupation, their constellation, and then what it is for their symbol. Okay. And I guess to do that, I need to mess with the tetrahedron.
Certain sections of this pyramid seem to move.
For a moment, Harry wondered whether it was a good idea to mess with the mechanism, but he quickly dismissed the thought. Even if it meant alerting someone, he had to find Evangeline and get out of there.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So as long as I remember, left of the stars is the sun. Oh, I don't need to worry about that. It's already... Okay. So these are already stars. Those are already stars. Okay. So this one has to be this. This side has to be the moon. Got it. This side has to be the sun. Like a freaking genius. How do I get up there? I guess just click on it. There's a plane flying overhead, and it is very loud. That should have opened all the doors.
None of these doors have handles. How am I supposed to open them?
Oh.
Yes, the doors to the upper rooms are open.
I didn't light the path. We have green. Who is green?
This looks like a biologist's office.
Obviously, the biologist. I feel like before I even do these, they're going to make this one the woman and give her bast. That's my guess. Will they do that? We'll see.
The shelf is packed with every kind of specimen. Looks like it came straight out of Dr. Frankenstein's lab.
That way, I meant botanist, not biologist, but I guess it is
I'm
biologist.
sure I could name all the fish in this aquarium.
Much to his dismay, Harry had become something of an expert on fish, especially those with striking spotted patterns.
Okay. I assume he could also name them all, because if he can name one of them, they're kind of just all the same fish. Oh, no comment. Photographic processing instructions. Dip the exposed photographic paper into the 3 tubs of chemicals. Developer, stop bath, and fixer. Am I gonna be doing a photo? Oh, look at that skull. Yeah, for some reason I thought it said botanist, not biologist.
Looks like even kooky cultists have a love life. Who would have thought?
Life isn't all hocus pocus. Just say the word and we'll have a drink sometime, sweetheart. Howard. So Howard is not a biologist. Oh. But I was right.
Hanging your college diploma on the wall while you're in some sort of weird cult doesn't strike me as the smartest idea.
It is the woman. Patricia Seckler. PhD in biology.
They rotated the positions. What does that mean?
I'm glad we finally changed positions. Last time I had to go last, and I didn't like it. 10, 28, 57. Well, it's a sex thing. So now we know the biologist. And we know that much information because there's nothing else I could do in your room. Let's go ahead and continue. I didn't check all the occupations, so I don't know what this one's going to be.
Just an office. But this couch, maybe from a psychiatrist's office?
Is this supposed to be death? Okay, so this will be possibly my dude. Yep.
This metronome still makes my skin crawl. He sounds glad to be rid of him.
October 28th, 1957. At last, I'm getting rid of that idiot. At least in the rituals. It was about time.
Pharaoh already announced the ritual positions. I'll have to be next to Orion nearly all year.
Harry immediately recognized the voice of Dr. Frog in the Throat.
I've always despised spoiled rich kids, and Orion's no exception. I'll have to pretend I tolerate him, but luckily I'm fairly skilled at pretending.
Well, I think you're a piece of shit, too. My name's Orion. I'm not a rich kid, though.
So the good doctor tried to make off with pieces of the Black Ooze statuette. Wrong move, pal.
Oh, that's why he had those spots. Would drink all of his booze.
$1955. So they've been doing this for a while now.
Rituals of 1955, Felix's camera.
A roll of film. I wonder what's on it. A roll of film.
I guess I'm taking it with me. Is that his love? The nurse? Biologist?
Drat. This is my prescription. From Dr. Frog in the Throat.
Well, now we know his name. Clinical note. Patient. Professor Harrison Walton Everhart. The patient presents chronic insomnia accompanied by panic episodes. Prescription. Phenobarbital. 1 tablet, which is 1/4. That's not how you abbreviate gram. 1/4 gram. Instruct patient to take an additional dose, 1/4 gram, in case of a panic episode. Dr. Eugene Kingsley. So now we know his name. Kingsley. More like these nuts. We now know that the photographer what is that? It's Felix.
This office looks expensive. Must belong to some sort of dilettante.
This is Orion's. This is my office. Oh, and I can tell it's my office. Look at what we have here. None of them are empty. But we have a new one, Pinot, bourbon. It's slightly, okay, so that one's the whiskey, that Jackson. That's some bourbon, which is just whiskey. This one is, I mean, the only other word I can make out is artisanal. I think that's supposed to be wine. Cognac. And the other one that I still have not been able to read It just says liquor.
This fella clearly has expensive tastes. I'm impressed.
Okay, but I don't smoke. He can keep his cigarettes and cigars. I will take all of the booze. So that's ISIS. Never. I don't know if that's never. I don't know who else is on that. He's most likely going to be Bast now. Never mind. Because he has a cat statue. No, he could be. She could still be Bast, and Orion. No, Orion's not Howard. Howard's the one that was hitting on her.
October 29th.
Okay. Say October 29th.
You have to be some kind of narcissist to snap a pic of yourself. Especially if it's just to show off your muscles.
This is supposed to be a pic of him? I guess he's some rich snobby dude. Built like a brick house. Take a selfie?
The robbery at my house could have gone way worse, all things considered.
I don't see why. What does it say? Because that's not part of it. Carmichael Industries. So his name is going to be Orion Carmichael. I don't see why Pharaoh put so much faith in Eridanus. He's nothing more than a big-headed fool. I knew he wouldn't be able to fetch the statuette. That statuette. Because they all have code names. So Orion isn't this guy's real name. Orion's his code name. Good, because I don't want to share a name with this obvious douchebag. What good were all his hypnosis tricks? It would have been a heck of a lot easier just to send me. I'm the strongest and largest in the group after all. A couple of punches and we'd have that relic by now. Charmichael. You have the least amount of information in your office. Oh, I missed this.
What nonsense are they talking about now?
Oh, this is just telling me the puzzle I already know. Ritual instructions. Each initiate must correctly align the elements beneath the statue representing their mask, as well as the number that marks their position in the monthly ritual. Position, name, role, code name, and hieroglyph. I just got an achievement for let me write that down. Write that down. Okay. Make
An
your comment.
archaeologist's office for sure.
So the only one left is the photographer.
There's something written in German in these pages.
Although Harry's German was a bit rusty, he understood what it meant.
Why didn't he just say it then? Why do I have to read it to find out? In Egyptian hieroglyphs, the direction the figure faces determines the opposite reading direction. A subtle guide for the reader's eyes to navigate realms hidden in stone. Thus, if the characters face right, the text is read from right to left. Conversely, if they face left, the text is read from left to right. Got it. Even though these savage traditions disgust me, I have no choice but to accept them. That's what the German wrote. The hidden legacy of... Can I get that background off so I can read this? Because when that's there, I'm reading the whole thing. The hidden legacy of Kephanis, Revelations in the Nile Valley. Caleb Bowen, director of the Starry Wisdom Society, publishes for the first time a full annotated transcript of the Kephanis Revelations, discovered in a sealed chamber beneath the necropolis of Saqqara. It's Saqqara. I'm sorry. Especially because, like, what am I, 50-year-old man? And I'm imagining him being the one who's saying this. This archaeolinguistic investigation reveals the truth. Kephanes was a host, a herald of a consciousness older than Earth itself. And his message wasn't a warning, but an instruction. Do as I do. I am Osiris. I'm trying to remember what he says. I step foot on this land and with my 2 feet taken possession. Something along that.
This must be the group's official photographer.
Thought he was the archaeologist. Okay, so now I know that this is Felix, which makes sense because he's German.
This guy has been all over the world.
He's been to at least 6 places. The dark room, or red room, I mean. Yep. Good that he immediately closes the door. I was expecting him to open it and just leave it wide open. It's the same one. Okay. He's only got 3 bottles of alcohol. Oh wait, can I get a better look at this now? Made in Mexico. As good of a look as I can get.
The letter laid bare the bad blood between some of the cult members. Something pretty common when power-hungry fanatics are involved.
Auriga. Do not ever address me as Larry during the rituals again. Proper names are strictly forbidden within these walls. Consider this your final warning. Links. Okay. We have one more room to go into, which I'm guessing is Larry's room.
This looks like an astronomer's office.
You would think the astronomer would be Orion, but fine.
So these freaks have masks, code names, and hieroglyphs assigned to each of them.
I think I have the code name for the new member. What do you think of Orion? If we also assign him the hieroglyph we discussed, his symbol would match his mask, just as yours does. Let me know what you think. After all, astronomy is your domain, Pharaoh. Okay.
Different constellations. It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
So we have the missing one, Corvus. Corvus is the biologist, Patricia. So Patricia, Eugene, whatever that kid's name is, this guy that we're in right now. No, this one's the guy that we're in right now. And then this. No, Patricia. Did we get his name? Felix. Felix, Eugene, other dude, Patricia. No, that's Felix. No, Larry. Yes. I'm confusing myself because that part isn't written down. So I'd have to write it down myself. So I don't think I have all 3 details for anybody yet, do I? I don't know anyone's animal yet. Or not animal, I don't know anybody's god yet. Mask is what they call them. Oh yeah, I do. So Orion and Larry are going to be the gator Sobek or Ra?
Heaven's sake. These cooks really are obsessed with ancient Egypt.
I'm not reading all these numbers. It's Akhet, Beret, and Shimu. Not reading all those dates. But I believe that's all that's... Did I look at this? Yes. Oh, no, I didn't.
This book seems to recount traditions of ancient Egypt.
Akhet, the season of the Nile's flooding. Heret, the season of emergence or crop growth. And Shimu, the season of harvest. And it's from the same book. Oh, I didn't check your trash can. One more thing before I move on. Let's see if this gives me any other details. Because I still don't know who goes to what mass. Turn my flashlight on and just destroy all of his stuff. A
bin full of discarded prints.
Okay. I mean, this kind of seems redundant because they intentionally set it up so that you go in a full path. Why does it... All right.
Drat, I messed it up. I should start again.
What do you mean? Number 1 is that one. Number 2... Oh, never mind. How do I throw this? That was my bad. So, switch these two. In an actual red room, you wouldn't go here, 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 here. They set it up for efficiency. Here, 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 here. Yeah, I looked at that complete. I just saw the OH there and didn't realize both of them had an OH. So let's reprint this. That it's here. I mean, I get that they did it like this to make it an actual puzzle, but that's just not how you would set up the room. She was Bast.
Good. I've developed the photo.
I knew that she was going to be Bast. Okay. Did it add that to my thing? It did, but I'm also still missing something.
Trays with various chemical substances. They even have the molecular structures written on the bottles.
That's what I was missing. All right. I mean, I get Bast is the only woman one they had, but then what do they do if they hire another female member? She would have to become one of the males. I guess they just don't hire female members. I mean, if one of the members is already a racist, it wouldn't be surprising that they would also be sexist. So Bast. I don't remember her number. She just said she's not going last. We do know she's Patricia. She is the biologist. She is Corvus. And I don't know her symbol yet. We know that the biggest would be... biggest and the strongest is Sobek. So he will be... Larry. He has to be Howard. Right? Yeah. He is the dilettante. He's codenamed Orion. And he is Sobek. Do I have his number? So the problem here is that there's two different birds, but that one has the shorter beak, so that puts this one as raw, and that's not the psychologist. Psychologist is most likely going to fancy himself the intelligent one. So he's going to be Thoth. Arid Anus. Which leaves the guy with the glasses, who I don't recall anyone having glasses. What other information did I have? Are you going to give me translations of what this
Egyptian
is?
hieroglyphs?
So I know which one it is. It's this one. But does that make him Milkshake? No, because he retains the one that is his. But he's not Milkshake. What is this? This one? Yes. Larold. Lynx. Archaeologist. No. Astronomer. And that puts him as number... Going in the opposite direction, he's number 2. And then number 4 is you. That's not a Roman numeral for 4. Oh, wait, so I've determined that you were Larry, so you are whoever is left. It's Felix, the archaeologist. Yeah. So now it's just a matter of what's left. So she can't be Milkshake. Where am I? Oh my god, I'm lost. Which means she has to either be Baby Bird or that one. I don't think she's going first. Let's grab a drink outside, signed Howard. I hate being last in the... I hated being last in the previous rotation. So, the previous rotation, she was last. Which means she was... No, because that's not her symbol. This is the one we're doing now. Am I not reading it in opposite direction? The only way she would have been last is here, but that's not her symbol because we already know that that's the astronomer's symbol. Which means we'd have to look at it the opposite way, which would mean that she would have been here. I don't... That part, I don't understand. We'll go back, we'll figure this out. So from the first Aztec. This is the first time that he is not next to the alligator. Gator. None of them are consistently next to the alligator. Like, Gator is next to the bird. Gator's next to the bird. The next one, Gator's next to the milkshake, so he's not next to the bird. That would mean that it ended there October 28th. Oh, wait, that does make sense then. So that would make him... this one. Because I'm looking at the one I'm doing now and not from the 28th. So she hated being last on the 28th. So the third one, she was last. What? That doesn't fit. On the 28th, she went last, which would make her that, but that's not her symbol. Hold on, I gotta go back upstairs to read, because I don't know why it doesn't save the notes, so I don't have to go back up and read notes. This is the same, so this doesn't help me. I'm glad we finally changed positions. Last time I had to go last. Okay, I thought she wrote that to someone. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know what her symbol is, and I don't know... What symbols do I have? Because okay, no, because I still need Helix's symbol as well. Is it saying she went last, but that's not her symbol for that month? I hated being last in the previous rotation. So that means the 1028 means she wrote it on 1028. That's not the last time she went last. She went last on September 28th, so she is Milkshake. Okay. That's not you. Milkshake. Which means you are the other bird one that's I don't remember. Which ones did I use? I used bird talking to knife, bird other one. Okay. So your bird was snakes. So now I need their rotation going opposite, which means bird with snake is first. You're 2. You are 3. And now she's last again because she's Milkshake. Okay. That's not a Roman numeral 5.
Nope, I'm getting something wrong.
What am I getting wrong? There was something. I don't remember where it is. Everyone shifted one room over. I don't remember where I read that thing at. Wasn't that a thing? Where everybody had to shift a room over? Why do I feel like I read something that said that? I'm so confused. I'm already at an hour. And none of this makes any sense. I need to find snake into other bird. Make sure. But that only shows up once. That's why it has to be Shimu. It can't be any other one unless that right there means absolutely nothing. Does that mean nothing? Read in the opposite direction from the figures. Does that... Does that code there not mean anything? What is today's date? Why can't it tell me that information? Because maybe... Because I'm thinking it's months later. Are we in November? Am I supposed to be looking at November? Can I get a current date, please? Okay. So that code under the archaeologist might not be anything. That's not my starting point. I'm probably just starting from here, which means we're starting with alligator first. Then milkshake. Bird with snake, bird with leaf. You're not bird with snake. Oh, whoops. No, wait, yeah, you're already there. You're bird with snake. Bird with leaf.
Nope, I'm getting something wrong.
How am I getting it wrong? I don't know where my starting point is. What month are we in? None of my notes tell me what month we're in. So these were written... So we're just gonna move one more down, I guess. We're gonna start with milkshake and assume we're in November. So you're number 1. All my other information is correct. There's no way any of that's wrong. And that's probably is what's wrong. Then snake. It's 2. Alligator and a squiggly bird are next. You're 5. You're 4.
Nope, I'm getting something wrong.
How am I still getting something wrong? The thing is, I don't know what part I have incorrect. I don't know which part is incorrect. I know their names are right. Their names... She is the biologist. And she's not last. And from October... I don't know why I'm bothering to go over to that. Well, I have to go over to that. Never mind. So from October, which is row 3, she went last on row 2, which means she has to be milkshake. Like, If I
Egyptian
interact with this
hieroglyphs?
stuff, it should mark it down in my freaking clue book. So that I don't have to keep flipping through this to multiple pages. Okay, we know Orion and the astronomer share their mask with their symbols. So the astronomer has to be one of the two birds. But the bird in that picture is not Thoth. I'm gonna just switch these two. Because, yeah, no, wait, I don't need it. That's definitely Ra's face. It would give it a longer beak for it to be Thoth. The biggest and the strongest has to be the alligator, and we already know no matter what that's still Orion because it says Orion shares his mask with the thing. I really wish I knew what freaking month we were in. Since nothing else tells me what month we're in. What?
A black statue of a pharaoh. I don't know which one it represents, but it's unsettling to say the least.
I'm so freaking lost. I feel like I have it. But obviously I don't. Just read it the opposite direction. I'm doing that. Are we in November? What month are we in? What season are we in?
Different
Oh.
constellations. It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop it here because it's gonna probably be another hour or so. And I'm just gonna write stuff by hand because I'm tired of opening up this stupid notebook. Because if it's not gonna mark everything, it's kind of useless. Why is it not marking on this one any of my information? I am recording it, but I'm going to try to figure all this out. I'm gonna go as much as I can without using a hint again, because it's probably something very simple. So, Bast, Anubis, Sobek, Thoth, and Ra. We know that there's a people. We know that Patricia has to be Bast. Sobek has to be Harold, who has to be the Delante, who has to be Orion. The only thing I'm missing for him, for sure, is his number. Oh, drop it. Come here. Yeah, The only thing I'm missing for sure is his number. Bast. We know Bast is Patricia. Means Bast is the biologist. We know that her symbol has to be the only symbol that we don't know.
Different constellations.
Is Corvus.
It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
We don't know her number, we just know it's not last. Or not last from. October 28th. She couldn't have been the last one on October 28th. So again, she has to be Milkshake. Because the one on October 28th has to be the astronomer. Because it gives us his symbol. So her note on the 28th, I hated being last in the previous rotation, means that it's talking about September 28th. So she is Milkshake. Okay, that is 100% hers. What other information do we have? So looking at he's always next to Orion. So which one shows up next to the Gator the most? Bird with leaf, or knife, as I call it, shows up 9 times next to the alligator. The other one is the bird with snake. Which only shows up 5 times. So he has to be bird with knife. Okay, who wears glasses? Like, if I could figure out who wears glasses, I could also figure out where I'm making a mistake. Who wears glasses or has red hair between these two. That'll tell me which one of them is Thoth. Or Ra. But nothing in their rooms tells me they wear glasses. Because Anubis... Oh my god, I'm a freaking idiot. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Anubis has to be the psychiatrist because Felix has to be Thoth. Felix took the picture. Oh. Felix took the picture. Felix's camera. So Felix has to be Thoth. So let me rewrite these numbers down, or this information down. So this stuff's all going to go to Anubis. So that's Eugene, psychiatrist, arid anus, bird with knife. And for Raw, it's Larry, Larold, Astro, Lynx, bird with diamond. Fast is fine. Felix, Ark, Eriga, bird with snake. Can't believe I just immediately, when I saw only one bird in the picture, I just assumed. And that's my bad. Okay. So this is Eugene. Psychiatrist. Eridanus. Bird with knife. And then I'll have to go back and get the correct number sequence. Thoth is Felix, archaeologist, Arigla. Wait, was he bird with snake? Yes. Okay. And then now we're looking at it back at this. So it goes. 1 is Patricia. 2 is Thoth. 3 is Sobek. 4 is Ra. 5 is Anubis. One. That's Sobek. 2. If I don't get it after this, I'm going to be even more upset. 2. Sobek should be 3. Ra is 4. Anubis is 5.
This isn't right.
What part am I messing up on now? Again, it would be very helpful if I knew what month we were in. Because we could just be on the third rung now. We're on the third rung. Let me just try that. So that changes it to Sobek 1. Bast 2. Oath 3. Anubis 4. Raw 5. Oath is what? Oath is 3. Raw is 5. Got a raw 5. Bast is 2. Anubis is 4. Sobek is 1.
That elevator. It must be the access to Bowen's office. Evangeline has to be there. I'm sure of it.
That took way longer than it needed to. I'll admit, the part about getting the Anubis thing, that's 100% on me. I don't know what month we're in. Because I don't think anything in the game, maybe at the very beginning, has told me what the time is. And this, under the archaeologist, all that made me do was look for those 3 pairings, which is what led me to frickin', what is that? June. It led me to June, because that's the pairing that it shows me on that page. That friggin' archaeologist page. Okay. I'm so stupid. Are you gonna...
As he rode the elevator up, Harry regretted not bringing a weapon. What if Bowen was still up there?
All right. Let's see what you're hiding here, you scoundrel.
At least I didn't... I mean, obviously no one can tell because I did have a cut, but I didn't look anything up, so I'm happy. I knew I could figure it out.
Looks like they give this medal to just about anyone.
Oh, it's the same thing I got for helping the U.S. Thanks, Harry Truman. Did we not have something? We were both named Harold. Oh, no comment? Narcotic ruins. Matching structures in the caves of the Rappahannock River, Virginia. Where is this city? Well, it shouldn't be in America, but it probably will be.
Apparently, that John Teague was Fornax, another cult member.
Oh, then they had to replace him because he died. Narcotic site confirmed. Very useful information. Fornax died from complications after retrieving the statuette. Ecor is dangerous. Yep, that's what they call it. The black goop. We could have been calling it that the whole time. We could have been calling it Blood of the Gods, but... Icor, not Ecor. It's Ecor! But we've been calling it black goop. We need to decipher the manuscripts. How? Who? You? Photo?
So the cult was on the expedition along with Peasley. How long have they been behind all this?
That nerdy guy right there looks like freaking Cyril from Archer, and he looks like he does not fit in. I knew it was Peasley, but yeah, he does not look like he fits in. Rappahannock River Caves, Virginia, 1947. From left to right, we have Nathan, Caleb Bowen, which is obvious. John Teague, who somehow it got through the suit onto him. Oh, they were all there. No, they weren't all there, but Patricia Seckler was there. So that's 3 members of the group. Oh, and then Eugene was there. See, I knew that was Eugene. And Larry Monroe. Oh, so we didn't know... So they were all there. I didn't know Larry's last name. Larry Monroe.
consciousness exchange. Is he talking about mind swapping?
Kephanis, the Egyptian priest, holds the method to activate the shining trapezohedron. The consciousness exchange will let me access the arcane knowledge lost to time. Sure it will, buddy.
Spitsbergen. That's the place in Norway Evangeline mentioned.
Are you about to Spitsbergen? The base at Spitsbergen. Ariga said they're keeping one of those creatures frozen in the ice. Maybe we can communicate with it. The girl with Everheart understands its language. So that's where they're taking her. Because she's not going to be here. They need someone to communicate. Spitsbergen.
That doesn't sound good at all. And what's this Azathoth business?
Azathoth. Unravel the mysteries of the shining trapezohedron. Bring forth the black man. I don't know if that's him being racist because he's racist and saying bring forth the black man, or if he means like the black man as in some kind of mythological being. Depart from the throne of Azathoth at the center of the final chaos. Maybe if you're a racist, you shouldn't be going to go meet some celestial creature, because then you're just going to say some racist shit.
Hey, isn't that Senator McCarthy?
Indeed. Caleb's friend Joe was none other than Senator Joseph McCarthy, who led the infamous witch hunts against alleged communists.
Yeah, because if you're going to be a racist and you're going to meet some kind of alien entity, it's just going to fuck you up. For Caleb, a true American patriot.
I knew Bowen would never abandon his Nazi pals.
Bowen, I confirm that we will bring Felix Stahl to America. We will do so under Operation Paperclip. However, you need to put aside all those esoteric nonsense. It makes you lose credibility with the people in Washington. Sincerely, Werner von Braun. Just because Felix is German doesn't make him a Nazi. What the fuck? Okay. Although I guess if he's friends with a racist, maybe he is a Nazi. Oh, there it is.
This creature seems vaguely familiar.
The Book of the Dead? Or is it the Book of the Ted? Archer Films, what do we have? The Traveling Companion.
Dr. West?
Dr. West. Dr. West. Human name and manuscripts from 250 million years ago? I was just joking when he was saying doctor. Impossible. I didn't know it actually was, the being was actually saying the words doctor.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
Fine.
There may be something important here. I can come back later.
She's only in there dying, but let me make sure I have every bit of information. Really wish you would save my notes. That would really help out. So I know it's one of these points they're just going to have like a note. It's not really essential, but it's going to be like tucked away somewhere. And then there's going to be the obvious achievement to get all the notes.
Well, looks like they give this medal to just about anyone.
I hit all these. I can't get the one that's behind that, and I can't get the one that's right there. I did get all those. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I got it all. Can't look at his photo. All right. Let's go end this chapter off.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
Please be all right, Evangeline. Let's go, Miss Drayton. We have to get out of here.